Okay, everybody. Sorry about that little delay. I was trying to post my information on this ordering special. It looks like this is a little crooked. Um, yep, there goes my cat. She's saying hello, but she's leaving. Hold on. All right, got a little fuzzy out the door. So this is my ordering special. Some of you who are coming on may have seen this past weekend. This was an add-on class for my Creative Escape retreat. And we have Easter coming around. So it's around the corner. It is on the 17th of April. And I thought I would come on with a quick offering. It's going to run from today until April 6th at noon Eastern time. And then I will place my order for all the supplies. And then I will get that shipped to me 2-day FedEx or UPS, whatever. I think Stampin' does UPS. That's right. Blue Label is what it's called. And then I will ship those out on Monday the 11th. That's my projected schedule. And if the order gets placed today, I'm going to cut all the pieces so that I can send this out as orders come in. If I am running low out of some or out of stock, I'll have to wait, but I'll have everything ready to go on the 11th as long as I receive my Stampin' Up! Order on time. So I hopefully I will. I know I did receive the last one on time. Sometimes it does take, like if I request shipping 2 days, sometimes it does take 3, maybe 4. And that is not on their part. It's on, transit time, I guess, from Utah to Vermont. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get to the East Coast by UPS. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Let me see who's on. I've got 5 people on. So I'm going to be making 3 projects with you. I will not be making the mini pizza box just because it takes a little bit longer and I'm kind of on call right now. My dad is, again, not well. So it was a little touch and go today, and I thought I would not be able to do a live tonight, but it looks like I can. But I do need to just kind of watch my time in case I get a call that I need to run or drive up north tonight. So in any event, we're going to be making, so here's the mini pizza box. This will be part of the kit. And I have a kit all ready to go. So these mini pizza boxes, you guys, are not carrying over to the annual catalog. They are retiring, unfortunately, okay? But I have seen some of the nice packaging that Stampin' Up! Is going to be offering in the annual catalog. Why have I seen it? Because I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we get those catalogs about a month earlier than our customers do. And I received mine yesterday along with a stamp set. I have on stage tomorrow, which is virtual. And it doesn't look like I'm hiking tomorrow, so I will be able to attend on stage. I got for $35, I got the annual catalog and a free stamp set, which unfortunately I cannot show you the stamp set yet because that's against policy, but I can show you the front cover of the annual catalog. So this is what it looks like, and sorry it's shadowy here. I can bring it a little bit closer. And so this one's going to be live in May 2nd or 3rd. I think I would know that. Look at the back cover, you guys. Wow, right? Look at these fancy dancy flowers. Some of them are real. They kind of mixed in real flowers along with some die cuts. We've got some roses, and I don't know what those things are, but they're gorgeous. So I can't send this or open it up, but if you would like to receive one of these, my customers from the last 12 months will receive those by bulk mail. I did request those from Stampin' Up, so there's a automatically ship when they go out. So if you are a current customer of mine, don't worry, it will get there as soon as bulk mail gets there. if you're not a customer and you would like to receive a catalog, you can just email me or go to my website and request a catalog that way. I do send them out at no charge. Currently, that may change as my business grows, but currently right now they are at no charge. Okay, so we're not making this, but again, these boxes are retiring. They make super nice gifts. You can package all kinds of Easter candy in there or whatever. So anyway, that's going to be sent. Now, this is a cute little tag that we made. This is so cute, you guys. This little chick is adorable, and you mix it in with the brushed brass butterflies, which are carrying over to the annual catalog, hint, hint. And the bow punch, which is also carrying over. I'm giving you guys some hints. And guess what? All of the in colors, okay, that we've been using for 1 year of this ribbon is carrying over. So I'm super excited about that because my ribbon supply was down to not very much, and I don't want to order anything out of the not much out of the geez, I'm drawing a blank, the mini catalog, because I'm going to be ordering some of the ribbon that is carrying over, like the organdy glittered ribbon, the, let's see, gray granite ribbon, the metallic mesh pool party gingham, the black gingham. So I'm giving you some hints. Anyway, I love that these are carrying over. What's not carrying over is this punch that I use for all my card kits, card club. I may still use it because it's so quick, and I do tons of tags, about 25 for each club. So I need to find something really quick on that. And so you can see how I actually color these a little bit differently, a little bit heavier on the dark Daffodil Delight. Organdy. Did I say that right, Debbie? Hopefully. Anyway, and then this one's a little bit lighter too. So I have my Stampin' Blends ready to go. Here's a really cute card. We made this one in my Parks and Rec class on Wednesday. Some people did not have this sheet of paper. They had something different. It's just because of what I had in stock, but I'll be stamping these 3 adorable chicks and coloring them in for you tonight. And then I've got my little Hippo and Friends die cuts, which are, I don't think, I gotta look. I don't think these are carrying over, unfortunately. I use them a lot, as you guys know. And then here's a cute little bunny. If you don't have any Stampin' Blends or any kind of markers or like watercolor pencils, you can just stamp the bunny as is and call it good. Add a little bit of color with the bow punch. So these are the cards we'll be making tonight. And again, here's the information for my ordering special. I know it's really hard to see. I'm going to be sending this out on Constant Contact tonight. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you go over to my website to fill out that little pop-up, because that's how I get my email subscriptions. Okay, so would you like to have these Easter projects for free? Yes, you would. Use my host code along with a minimum order of $30 in product, and I'll send you the kits to make them for free. So I had a great response to my Flowering Fields Tulips kind of class. And I thought I would bring you guys another ordering special as well. I'll try to give you as many of these as I can. Sometimes I don't have a lot of time, but right now I've got a little bit of downtime before I'm heavy into Card Club. But this ordering special is very limited. So it starts tonight and it ends at noon on April 6th. Again, stamp set, inks, adhesives are not included. You do need to use this host code on any order from $30 to $149.99. And then here is the long website address. I don't know if you can see that. It's super dark in my room here. And I put a little kind of ordering special over to the side. You know you're not going to be able to see it, but if you order the stamp set, it's $23. The Stampin' Blends, which I'm using dark and light Daffodil Delight, brings it to $32. These qualify for the kits. If you want to throw in the mini paper pumpkin boxes, those are these white ones that I showed. Those are $7.50, and you receive 10 in the package. So everything is available right now. So I will also have these on my Constant Contact event as a add-on too. So let's get started. I think I'm gonna make the, I'll make this one quick and easy because it is quick and easy. And so let's just grab everything out of here. I've got everything cut, so hopefully it will go smooth. You just never know. All right, so I've got my basic white, and it's going to be a top folding card here. Hold on just a second. I'm going to turn another light on. There. Hopefully that gives me some additional light. I'm really sorry. It's very like shady. I am in the middle of reorganizing my craft room, and my spotlight is not hooked up. I had to take that down. So anyway, I'm sorry about the shading here. I'll be all set on Monday. But anyway, this is a 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. Then I've got the Pansy Petals Designer Series paper, which is very simple. You'll receive a 6x6 pack, one sheet of each pattern. And they're front and back, so you can choose whatever side you want on this one. Okay, so here, this is what this one would look like. We all know purple goes well with Easter, right? And then if we add this here, and then here's our fussy cut. Maybe I will, actually. I'm going to make this card just like the this side, fresh freesia. So let's try to think outside of the box and just use that reverse side of the paper. So let me grab, you know, hold on. I got my glue here. I know it's probably not going to work because I really have not done any crafting since my retreat. And my last live I had, I don't even remember when that was, a week ago. Just bear with me. I got to find my adhesive toolkit. Let's see if you could just see my room. It's not bad, you guys. It really isn't. I just got to find my adhesive. Here it is. Okay. All right. I'm going to grab some glue. All right. I'm going to do it before and after on my Facebook page of my craft room. I did a little video the other night and some still pictures. So I'm going to do before and after. And hopefully the after pictures will look a lot better than the before. My husband, you guys, I have a TV in my craft room because I need to have background noise when I craft. And so I took the 4-foot table that I have that had the television on it, and it's now mounted on the wall. I'm so excited about that, you guys. It gets it off the table, and I have more room in my craft room. I actually have so much more room now that I reorganized the way I did than I did before. And I can still have that 4-foot table in my craft room for when I put kits together. I just need to take it out when I need it, and then I'll fold it up and put it away. But I'm still actually unpacking from my retreat and my class I had on Wednesday. So this weekend is going to be dedicated to a little bit of exercise, hopefully, and also organization. My husband's going to be making some maple syrup tomorrow. So it's ran a little bit, but it's been super windy. I don't know if it's windy where you live, but holy heck. I tell you what, I thought we were going to lose a house at dinner time tonight. It was just crazy. Okay, so back to this card. This is an E block, and this is the one block that I feel comfortable stamping with this. It's a larger stamp. It will not stamp or adhere to a D block because it's just too big to stamp. So just a little hint there. If you need an E block, then you could add that to your order. I'm using gray granite ink. You can use browns. Somebody did stamp this in my Parks and Rec class Wednesday night. They used soft suede. So soft suede, if you don't know, is a brown ink. And that looked really nice too. I will be stamping with soft suede on the next card. Okay, so here's, oh, you guys can tell I re-inked this one. Look at that. The difference in that tag. Where's my card? So you can kind of see the difference in the tag just by re-inking your ink pad. Okay, so that is all set. Since I've got the tag here, let's just add this Fresh Freesia ribbon. Again, this is carrying over to the 2022-2023, can't believe I just said that, annual catalog. So again, if you don't have one, then shoot me an email or fill out that little pop-up on inspiredbygraham.com and I'll get you on my list. I did order extras, but if you're a customer of mine, don't worry, one will be in your mailbox probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. All right, so I'm just going to take my fancy ribbon scissors here, and we're going to trim that down so it's not frayed. We're going to turn this over, and I've got a brand new sheet of Stampin Dimensionals, white ones, because I did run out of the other ones. Now this is a nice little tag, the trio tags. Those are carrying over as well. They're the dies. At least I think they are. Debbie, correct me if I'm wrong. Check your catalog. I believe they are carrying over. Same with the Take Your Pick tool. I got a brand new one, you guys. So this is the spatula side. I like this little pointy side, so I'm just going to flip this over and lock it in place. Okay. Now I'm just going to use it to take off those backings and call it good. All right, so those all came off nice. The next thing we're going to do is add this. This was embossed with the Ornate Floral embossing folder. And then oh, this is going to look really nice. Okay. Not that this one looks bad, but even the purples, the Fresh Freesia look really good. So I'm just kind of figuring out where I want this. Okay, about a 1/2 inch up from the edge of the paper there. Okay, then I've already kind of punched these out with a bow punch. And my silicone craft sheet is over here. Hold on. All right, I want to protect my work surface because this is a brand new grid paper, and I want to use it more than one time. So I've got my little tulips that were punched out with the bow punch, which again is carrying over. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the polished pink flower. Then, and notice I have the tulips going the opposite way. Okay, now this one is just going to get put on in the middle. So just add your glue right here. Just a little dot. Can you see that? Just a really, really tiny dot of glue. All right, then we're going to add this one kind of in the middle, so it kind of pops up in this area right here. Okay. And then I'm just going to press this down so it just sticks better. Okay, that's good. All right, so now this little bunny is going to be carrying these cute little bouquet of tulips. You do need to cut this down a little bit because it will stick out underneath the sentiment. So we don't really need them. So I'm just going to trim those off. So it's going to go like that. Okay, so I'm going to just add a little bit of glue right here on his hands or her hands and angle it away from his little nose there. Okay, so now while that is drying, we can work on our sentiment, and we are going to be stamping with fresh freesia, which is the same color as that paper I used. Now, we had a little accident in Parks and Rec class. Can you see this? This little dark area? Well, somebody stamped, they forgot to clean off their stamp, and Evening Evergreen went into my fresh freesia. I did my best to fix it. However, I don't know what it's going to stamp like because I haven't stamped since Wednesday using this. So we'll see if it's got a little bit of green in it. I do plan on buying another one of those. Okay, it does look pretty good. Okay, so we've got our Happy Easter. Let's make sure we stamp our envelope with Happy Easter as well. That's super fun, fancy font. All right, we're gonna fussy cut next. So here's my little sentiment and my paper snips. So somebody can sing the Jeopardy song while I do a little bit of fussy cutting. My mother loves to watch. She knows exactly, you know, she has Alzheimer's, as many of you know, and she watches Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune every single night. And she knows. She totally knows when those shows are on. And she gets a little agitated if she doesn't watch them. So we have our care provider staying a little bit longer tonight until 8 o'clock, until Mom goes to bed. So she's definitely watching those shows tonight. Anyway, all right, so here's our Happy Easter sentiment. We're going to flip this one over here, and we're going to add 2 Stampin' Dimensionals to the back side. All right, and I already took that one, the backing came off, so we'll just take this one off. And let's cover up that little stem piece right there. We can do that with the sentiment, very easy. And all I need to do is make sure it is centered left and right. So there we have it. On the inside of this one, I don't think, yeah, I did not cut a strip, but you can just use whatever strips you have to decorate the inside of your card like this. All right, and then the envelope, you guys have seen me do it plenty of times where I used designer series paper and just added it to the flat. So that is our first card. Isn't that really, oh wait, you're going to get the brushed brass butterflies, BBBs. So you're gonna have enough here to add 3 to this card, even though they don't have it on the sample. Oh my gosh, these are so tiny. Let me pull them out. Static electricity, you guys. We still have it in Vermont. It's super dry here. Okay, so I'm just going to take 3. You know, that's our odd number we're working with. You can kind of put them anywhere. They're super fun. They're flat. They will mail nice. And, oops, there we go. I'm going to use my putty. So this is brand new. I treated myself to a new Take Your Pick tool. So this is a putty side, and I'm turning this, and you have to do it ever so lightly because it is going to just ooze out. All right, until you get it kind of, well, come on, the way you want it. So I'm going to add one of these brushed brass butterflies up here, and then let's take another large one, and I'm going to add it, let's see, where would that look good? How about, I'm going to put it over here. It's cute. And let them fly this way. Okay, this one's going that way, and this one's going this way. Okay, so there's your first card using Easter Friends. So here's this one, and then here's this one without the butterflies, and you can kind of see which one maybe works for you, or maybe both of them work for you. It doesn't really matter. It's the same paper, it's just opposite sides. So I kind of like doing that with our cards. All right. Oh, sorry. What did you want me to check, Debbie? Can you see if the tailored tags in the new catalog are carrying over? I think they are, but I'm not 100% positive. It makes sense that they would because we don't have a punch now that is a tag punch. So let me just see if there's any questions before I go on because I cannot respond and type answers in on YouTube. So yeah, I placed my pre-order today. Yeah, it was over $700, but I ordered a ton of stuff. So organdy, yep, hopefully I will get that. Okay. Yes, I've been incredibly busy and but I love it and I wouldn't change anything. Okay. It was an awesome retreat. Yes, Debbie, you are so awesome to work with. Okay. So that is our first card. Let's move on to the next one, which is super cute using the little tiny chick. Isn't that super cute? And I'm going to cut this paper down for you so you can kind of see how I did that. So let me move my work surface here, get it a little bit bigger for my Stampin' trimmer. All right, so in my Parks and Rec class, I had them cut paper, you guys. They don't do that very often, and they had to use a paper trimmer, and they had to remember directional patterns. So I taught them a little new thing, which is fun. I love teaching them new things. Okay, so this has to be 3 3/4 by 5. So, and it is directional, okay? Because see those pansies, they are going one way. We don't want them upside down, right? We don't want them sideways. We want them like this. So I'm going to cut this to 4. Wait, 3. No, 5. Sorry. The height is going to be 5. Hold on just a second. No, I want to cut it 3 3/4 this way because I want some for my envelope flap, and that's what I wanted to save it for. All right, so 3 3/4. Okay, see that big piece? We'll save that. By 5. Okay, we will save this as well. That is all we need for our paper trimmer for now. And then, let's see, let's grab my little chick. Isn't that really cute? I have it on a C block. We're going to stamp in soft suede ink. And I already have my circles cut out. Let's see, here they are. So here's that envelope flap that I was talking about, the designer series paper. And this goes with this card here. So really super fun presentation. Okay, so let's see what's in this kit. All right, so we've got nothing else in that envelope, so we'll need that for stamping. We've got our soft succulent piece of ribbon. Then we've got 3 circles. You can use your layering circles or you could use a circle punch. I will include these in the class. I've got a piece of basic white for the inside. I've got this Hippo and Friends die cut with soft succulent. I've got Evening Evergreen. Again, that's my favorite green right now. Okay. And it's going to go right onto that soft succulent. All right. So, but, oh, I do need my paper trimmer one more time. Because people like Karen, they were like, Karen, how do we get this yellow strip, right? Well, it's so simple, right? You're going to take your trimmer, you're going to take your 3 3/4 by 5, and you're simply going to cut 1 inch off, okay? I'm going to do it on this side. It's easier since I'm right-handed. 1 inch, okay? This away again. And then we are going to flip this over, and there is our contrasting panel, right? Make sure you're using both sides of the paper. All right, so we're going to take our Evening Evergreen, and then this is going to go right here, and then this one's going to get right butted right up to the edge, okay? So it's wise to use your liquid glue on this, because it gives you that extra chance to move your paper in place. If you use a Stampin' Seal, you got to be pretty much spot on. You could, if you got it on crooked, you could take your heat tool and heat it up and try to peel it off, but this is a safer route using your liquid glue. So we'll flip this over, and then this is going to get adhered right to the left side, about 1/8 of an inch on the left side, top and bottom. Okay, then we're going to take this piece and we're going to adhere it on right over on the right side, so you can still have that 1/8 of an inch border. And don't forget, this is directional, so you don't want to put it on upside down. Okay, so let's add this on. Super easy. And then we'll flip this over, and then we're just going to slide this right up against that seam. We still have that 1/8 of an inch border on the evening evergreen all the way around. Now this piece is just going to go flat right on that soft succulent. You just got to make sure that your card is opening the correct way. You don't want it backwards. So then we can just add our liquid glue. If you had Stampin' Dimensionals, you certainly could give it some dimension by just adding 5 of your Stampin' Dimensionals, 1 to each corner and 1 to the middle. But I'm just going to put it straight onto that card base. And then make sure it's centered nice, and then just adhere it down. Now while this is drying, I'm going to work on my little chicks. All right, so I'm going to use the silicone craft sheet so you can kind of see. We're going to do some stamping. Make sure your die cut is on the smooth side because we're going to stamp on that side. Let me just cap this liquid glue. All right, so in my card class this week, I was already using 2 ink pads of Evening Evergreen, which is this darker green. And I said, okay, I don't want that ink pad going everywhere and all this different stations. So I chose Shaded Spruce for my sentiment. Now this one here is stamped with Evening Evergreen, but I thought this color would give it a little bit more pop. So I've got my friend inked up here, and I've got to practice this because I think my cling sticker is not on 100% straight. So let's see what I can do with this. All right, so just going to ink this up one more time. It's a very thin font, so you want to go straight down and do not rock your block. Okay, there we go. So this pops just a little bit more than your Evening Evergreen, okay? And it looks actually, on the green, looks like Evening Evergreen, if you ask me. All right, so now, actually, let's stamp our envelope. Can't forget about that, and I will stamp in the Evening Evergreen. We're done with that color, so I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to stamp the chicks. Hopefully I can get them within that circle. It's going to be really tight. So I'm inking up in soft suede, which is a brown. It's not the darkest brown we have. Early Espresso is the darkest. And then this is a second level up. So here's that little chick, super cute. Now you could leave the chick brown if you wanted to, but I highly suggest you color that baby chick in because it's gonna look so cute. Okay, so there we go. Now, I don't know if I have any scrap paper. Yes, I do. So we're gonna use our Stampin' Blend. So I wanna make sure I have some scrap paper underneath these little babies. Okay, and I'm going to use my Daffodil Delight markers. Now these Stampin' Blends are $9. You get 1 dark and 1 light. And you could also use, So Saffron if you have that, but it's not going to be as dark as the Daffodil Delight. So this chick has some little dark areas. So all I'm doing is kind of going in the darker areas over that soft suede ink, kind of going up like this. Okay, then I'm just going to go around his head because it's a little bit thicker there. I'm going to leave his beak alone because we'll color that in pumpkin pie. Okay, so then I'm going to switch over to my light Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to color him in. This one's getting a little low in the ink. That's why it's making that kind of squeaky noise. Okay, so I'm going to let, actually, I need my pumpkin pie. So let me grab my pumpkin pie. I'm going to use the dark color, which is, it comes in, of course, dark and light. So I'm just going to, I went outside of the lines, you guys. All right, so I just added that little pumpkin pie onto his little feet. Now I have a color lifter, which I have not attempted to use yet. So I will do that off camera. I need to get this. This is bothering me because I just missed a little spot right in here. Okay. I might go back and color him a little bit darker, but we'll see. Let's see what the other ones bring us. So again, I'm just taking that dark Daffodil Delight and just, I'm going to get this one a little bit more darker. This one's running out. Hold on. I have another Daffodil Delight. There we go. This one's new. I can tell because the ink is, there's so much ink in the blends here. So you can tell there's a lot more. So let me just go around him a little bit more. And then kind of carry up that dark up this way. I'm going to make this one a little bit different than the other one. Just give him a little bit of light color. Now, if my cat was in here, she probably would think this was a mouse. It's squeaking like a mouse for sure. Okay, let's grab that pumpkin pie and just do some dabs on it because it's very narrow. Okay, and then there's our little beak. So that one's done. We'll set that one aside. They almost look alike. Now this one is going to be really dark. So I am going to almost 100% color this one dark. Because chicks are all different, you know, they're all different colors, right? I'm sure. I've never actually owned chicks. I've only seen them in like in the hardware stores where they sell them. And I've heard that you can order chicks by mail. Has anybody ever done that? And my coworker has. I'm like, I don't know how they survive, but interesting. He has had them come by the mail. I just don't know how that even works. Because I would think they would die. Poor little things. All right, so let's color this one with just a little bit of yellow. And then grab that pumpkin pie. We're almost done here. You could also stamp one of these little chicks on your envelope and lightly color it. Let's make sure I put the right caps on the right marker, right? That would help. All right, so this is Daffodil Delight, not pumpkin pie, Karen, and it's dark. So do you guys know how to put the caps on? You have to put them on horizontally straight, or else you could damage the tip, and make sure it snaps like that. Let me just show you again. So here's that opening. It's horizontal and snap in place, okay? Where's the other cap? I don't know where it went. Yeah, I don't know. Where's my pumpkin pie? I don't know. It's somewhere. It's right in front of me. I just don't see it. Okay, so we're all done our blending. Now we need to assemble the rest of the card. So here's the card we're working with. And each of these little chicks here are going to have some Stampin' Dimensionals put on them. So I would do, I would use my minis, okay? And I use my Take Your Pick tool just to take them off the sheet. I'm going to add 3 of them. If you use the regular size minis or regular size Stampin' Dimensionals, they're just a little bit too big. So you could cut them down in half, or you can use your mini Stampin' Dimensionals. These are also $4 a pack, but they are going to be going up in price by, I think, 25 cents. So make sure you grab them, maybe put it on your order today. All right, so we've got those on. Now we're just going to decide which chick do I want where. So I think my little chick, I'm going to do it in lightest, medium, and dark on the card, okay? So now I'm going to take the dark one first, and I'm going to put that one on, and then I'll work with the top one, and then I will finish with the middle one. That way I can get them on a little bit more straight and centered. Okay, so I line the little feet up with this seam there. So let me take this lighter one, and then we'll take those backings off. And then we're going to add this one to the top. And it's got about the same distance as the bottom here. And then that middle one is just going to be centered amongst the top and the bottom one. So just kind of eyeball it. And that looks pretty good. So we'll push this one down. All right, so see how cute that is? This card's going together really quick, and it's not that hard to do all this cutting. And you could make, you know, a dozen of these cards, so without a problem. All right, now we're going to finish it off with the sentiment that says, my friend. Of course, you could use another one, whatever you want. So I've got this little strip of the soft succulent ribbon, which I'm going to put under the back side like that. And to do that, I really need my Stampin' Seal. Hold on, I really want to find it. It's in a bag, my adhesive toolkit. Hold on. It's just a commercial break. Oh my gosh. I don't know where it is. This stinks. I'm looking. I just saw a neighbor go by. Okay, now it's really time to play the Jeopardy song. Oh, well, I'm going to have to manage with the liquid glue. I don't like to do that, but I don't know. I'll find out toolkit. All right, so if I'm going to use the liquid glue, I'm not... Oh, I know what. I can use some mini glue dots. Why not? Or I could use tear tape. I'm going to use tear tape. Okay, this was my host code for last month of March. I do not have my host code yet for April. I haven't got that posted yet, but I will be working on that soon. Can only do so much in a day. All right, so I added that tear tape on there. And then we're going to take our ribbon and kind of create this like ribbon like this. And then we're going to take that sentiment and put it on. So it's kind of like that. It's really cute. And then we're going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals on this one. You're going to want to use the regular ones, folks, not the little ones. And we're going to put it right there. It's okay if you put it over top of that ribbon. That's just fine. And just peel those off. It's super sticky, but that's good because it'll stay on there. Now you're just going to figure out where you want the sentiment. Now, do you want it up high? I think it looks a little bit better lower, so that's where I will put it, just like that other one. Okay, so that looks good. Now we've got this strip left over. Remember when I cut that down? So that's nice to add to your basic white panel. And it is a nice size where you can just add it. It's 3 3/4 wide by about 1 inch high. So that's going to look really nice on the inside of your card. You could use either side, but I really love those pansies. So that's what I am going to put on the inside so we see those pansies. Make sure they are going the correct way, right? No upside down flowers. Okay, then I will add my liquid glue to the back side of this panel. Generally, I use Stampin' Seal, but I'll use the liquid glue since that's all I've got right in front of me. And now we will add this to the inside. So it's straight, about 1/4 inch border all the way around there. And now we're going to work with those brushed brass butterflies. I have to say that really slow. And I'm going to use 2 large ones and a tiny one. So where do I want to put these? Well, you will have a hard time seeing them in the flowers. So I would recommend you add one right here. And then the other large one down here, but flying a different direction. And then this little tiny one will go right on the sentiment. And I will put it right here. You could also put it on the inside, just in the corner there too, if you wanted to, if you didn't want it on the sentiment. But I'm just going to put it right there. Oops, it moved on me. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so that's super cute. You could use Wink of Stella on your chicks too. Let me just show you that. Hopefully it won't all seep out on me. And where I would add it is just where the darker colors are. So, well, let's just glitter them all. And I'll bring it up to the camera in just a second. You could actually, I wonder how, if it would dry on these butterflies. I'm going to just add it and see what happens a little bit later. It'll take a little bit longer to dry. I don't know if it will work or not, but hey, let's try it. All right, now the lighter one here is going to get a little bit darker because I stamped with the water or the water-based ink, which is the soft suede. So it's pulling a little bit of that darker brown, the brown into the yellow. All right, so let me just bring this one to the camera. Let's do his little feet too. Why not? Get them all sparkly. Okay, I love Wink of Stella. It's so fun. All right, so can you see the sparkle with the chicks? I hope so. Let me just try to bring it a little bit closer. If you can't, trust me, it's so fun. Okay, so that is our card. So let's put these. Oh, I didn't show you the envelope. So what I would do with the envelope, since it's big enough, right? We had 3 different sizes, one for the front panel, one for the inside, and now we have enough of that 6x6 left over so we can add it to the envelope flap. I have to use the yellow side because if we put it on this way, then our pansies are going to go sideways. So I'm just going to simply switch the sides here, line this up against that little burnish there. Sorry, I was focusing on that paper and it just didn't want to adhere. I'm going to take my paper snips. Normally I would have my other scissors, but those are packed away. I'm going to just trim around that corner here, up around the top. And then we'll just curve it around this side here and straight down. So now you have a nice little coordinating envelope that looks super sweet and no extra postage because you added that on there. And then here's the front and here is our card, coordinating card. So, and here's the other one. And I don't know where the envelope is. I don't even think I had it, but so you can kind of see how we can custom make our cards. This one was using that shaded spruce, so it's a little bit darker. And this is using the evening evergreen. So that is that one. Let's see if we got any questions. If not, I'm going to move on to the tag. So Debbie says that the tailored tags are in the 2022-2023 catalog. So that's super fun. And that is these tags here that we stamped the little bunny on. All right, so next up is our tags. Now I was kind of okay with the tags. I really wanted to use this sentiment, sending warm and happy wishes this spring on the tag. And I don't know, this is from the Ornate Frames, I believe. I don't know if it looked good or not, but I kind of added it. You can kind of see we use different designer series paper. It doesn't really matter. We use the polished pink, and then you can kind of see it does all work nicely together. So where is my little bag? Okay, so here's the cello bag, which you will receive. It will be in a cello bag to keep all the parts together. And we will take these all out carefully so we don't lose anything. We're going to stamp with the other little chick that is in the stamp set, Easter Friends. Let's see. I don't think I have mounted on. No, I don't. So we need to have these two mounted. So let me grab some blocks. I'm going to need a D. Let's just grab 2 Ds. So I'm just going to grab this one. I like to put my stamps on at an angle just because I can stamp a little bit straighter that way. Okay. All right. So now the pieces that we want to stamp on, I want to grab my scrap paper. We're going to use the Hippo and Friends dies, the smooth side down. And then we need the soft succulent. Okay, that's going to be another one that you need to make sure its smooth side is facing you, not the rough side. And then we have, see, let me just bring this into the picture. I think I'm going to use the shaded spruce again, just so you guys can kind of see the difference between Evening Evergreen and shaded spruce. So I've got my Sending Warm and Happy Wishes this spring. Let's ink that one up in the shaded spruce. And it barely fits. Okay, yeah, I barely got it on there. Should have been over just a tiny bit, but that's okay. Now we're going to ink up this little fun chick, right, with the soft suede, just like we did before. And I don't care about the feet because those are going to get covered up. I do care about where that head is, and we don't want to stamp off, so we want to make sure there's a little bit of white showing at the top of his head. Okay, there we go. Super fun. These make me so happy. I don't know about you guys, but oh my goodness, so cute. All right, so let's work on coloring again. I will try to make this really quick. And let me find I actually have 3 dark Daffodil Delights. Okay, this is the new one, so it should go a little bit faster. So I'm just going to basically kind of go up and down around his head because there's little hairs that are sticking out there. So we're just going to kind of color those in. Underneath the eye, there's some, and around the little beak. And then we got some darker spaces here. So let's just color here. I'm going to use the brush tip. Let's use that. Oh, this one is, oh, my Parks and Rec people. I can't blame them for ruining the markers. Yep, they just pressed down too hard. Okay, those guys are in trouble. I can't use the brush side. They are in trouble. We're going to have a little talk. Another discussion on how to use my Stampin' Blends, because I can tell you they are pressing down too hard. You can't do that with the brush tip because it's going to break, just like those are broken. I had never even looked at them after class until now. So those people, I bet some are watching tonight too. Maybe not. But anyway, we'll have a little show and tell on blends next, or at the end of this month. Okay. So I don't know. I think I need to get this one a little bit darker. You could mix. Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? That's pumpkin pie. Oh, shoot. Don't cap your blends wrong. I just found the pumpkin pie. All right. Let's try to fix this one up the best we can. Okay, and then I'm just going to use the dark pumpkin pie. I'm not the greatest blender, for sure, color, whatever. I just try to do my best. All right, so Let is going to put this little cap on here. Okay, let's go back to the dark one more time. I want to get this a little bit darker, and then we're just going to color in with the lighter color. There we go. This is the brand new one. I got to throw out that other one. Sorry about that, folks. We're just going to fix this one up really quick. Hopefully I didn't lose any, you guys. All right. Getting there. Just do some like scribbling, I guess. Like I said, I'm not the best colorer, but I do try my hardest to get it somewhat nice. Okay, I think this tip is good. All right, so I'm going to use the brush tip just to get these bigger areas, and then I'm going to switch over to the chisel point. Okay, let's get this one colored in his face. And then I'm going to go over all of these here. And I got a little bit of white showing there on his beak, so I want to just get that. Okay, I think he's done. Okay, here he is. We'll add some Winkostella on afterwards. Okay, so we've got our little tags. This, I'm so bummed. Like I said, this punch is going away, so I'm going to figure out if I'm going to keep it or use my tailored tags. But when I make 25 tags, I really don't want to be die cutting 25 times. It's just, I can't. It just takes too long, so I might just keep that punch. All right, so I just added that polished pink ribbon, which is going to stay around. I'm going to use my ribbon scissors just to trim this off because it does fray a little bit, but we can just use our scissors to trim it down so it looks pretty nice. Then we are going to add our little chick here. We're going to bump it up with some Stampin Dimensionals. So you're going to want to add 4. So let's add 1 to each side. Again, you can order, if you place an order using my host code, which I'll show you at the again at the end. If you came on late, I will have this posted on my email as well, and my constant contact a little bit later, probably in another 45 minutes. I'll have that emailed out where you can, it's just a short ordering window for these free kits. All right, so that looks good. Now we're going to create that little bouquet again. I used 3. Again, we've got Blackberry Bliss, Fresh Freesia, and Polished Pink. So let's take our silicone craft sheet. Love my silicone craft sheet. Everyone in Parks and Rec class now has their own in their little toolbox. So that was very helpful Wednesday as well. All right, so I think I want the polished pink on the top. So I'm going to work dark to light. So Blackberry Bliss is going to be on the bottom. Oh, this dried up. Hold on. Okay, so then I'm going to take the Fresh Freesia and I'm going to turn it this way so that it is going the opposite from the Blackberry Bliss. Okay, just press that down for a little bit. And then this polished pink one, we just got to figure out which way we want it to go. I think I'm going to have it going straight up, opposite from the fresh freesia. So just another little dot of liquid glue right here. You just need a tiny bit. And then add this right here. You could use take your pick tool as well to hold it in place. Now let's bring in our little tag, and you just got to figure out if you want to leave those stems on or not. I chose to cut them off on this one, but I'm going to leave them on here because I like the more natural look. You can pop these up a little bit. Let me show you how you can do that. You'll need your mini dimensionals. And where'd they go? Here they are. So you're going to take a little mini dimensional and you're going to try to hide it. So let's put it on there for right now. Let's see if we can see it from the front side. We can't see it, which is great. So we know we won't see that on the front side. So then we're just going to stick it over here and press down. Now this little sentiment here is going to go on the bottom. That's where I chose to put it. If you don't want to put a sentiment on there, you don't have to. It's totally up to you. I like to put sentiments on mine, so I want to make sure there's a little bit of feet showing. But on the top here, you don't want to put any Stampin' Dimensionals because it's already going to be lifted up by the Hippo and Friends die. But you do want to put one down here, and you want to use your regular size. So if I put one right here, peel that off, and then we're going to take your liquid glue and just put a little bit right here. That should be enough. And then let's put these pieces together. And I want a little bit of that polished pink showing as well. So I lose his feet because I stamped a little bit too different. See, I stamped just a little bit too low so I lost his feet, but I really want that polished pink showing so it matches up to here as well. So that's you've got to give and take in card making. So the last thing, or next to last thing we'll just grab some of these brass butterflies. Let's add 3 of them again. 1, and we'll add, one down here. And then this little tiny one, we're going to add it to the sentiment. All right, and I'm just going to put it down here. Now I will add the Wink of Stella on here just so we can see the difference. Let's just give him a little bit of sparkle all over. Another reason why I save Wink of Stella for last is because we know we stamped underneath here, but since we're not going to see it, why waste your Wink of Stella? Okay. You could also kind of bling up your flowers. I'm not going to do that, but oh, this is super cool with a Wink of Stella. All right, let's see if you can see the difference. No idea if you can see the sparkle or not, but the left one has the Wink of Stella. This one does not. All right, so let me just show you all of what's in the kits here. So it does not include any of the adhesive, the Stampin' Blend stamp set, or inks, but it will include the brass butterflies, enough to make these projects. So you will make one of the tags, one of these cards, and the paper pumpkin kit as well. And this is the for flowers for every season ribbon. I might include something else if I run out of it, because I have a ton of white ribbon that's going to look exceptional with the box. So 4 items that you'll get to have: 6x6 Pansy Petals designer series paper. Everything's going to be die cut for you. I can't send stamped images, of course, but you will receive enough to make 4 projects, and you'll have some extras to use as well, especially the designer series paper, because I didn't use every sheet in it. So just to let you know the order, let's bring it in one more time. So use my host code along with a minimum order of a $30. That's it, $30, folks. And I'll send you the kits to make them for free. The $30 has to be in product. It can't include tax or shipping. The ordering special goes from today, right now, until April 6th at noon Eastern time. I will cut it off. Stamp set, inks, adhesives are not included in that ever popular host code that no one can remember is for this one, FETU99HR. And then here is my website. If you use this exact website, you won't have to remember the host code because it's embedded in my link. So I will leave that up. It's also in the comment, the first comment on my little comments at the top there will have all of this information too. So I'm going to look through if there's any questions or not. Let's see. I will finally, hopefully I have another year to say organdy correct. Hopefully I just said that correct. Okay, so, oh, you tried the butterflies knot? Yeah. I didn't check to see if there's any glimmer on that butterfly. No, I don't think so. It's because it's brass. It's not going to stick. So it doesn't look like I have any questions. So I'm going to sign off so I can see if there's anything on my phone for any messages. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. It's going to be really sunny tomorrow, and I'm going to be outside, maybe raking all the pine needles. I don't know. We'll find something to do outside, but have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday on my Facebook page, and that is called Inspired by Graham, 7 o'clock. Talk to you soon. Bye.